I started having doubts about Allah's existence when I was 14 years old. I was overseas at the time, and the whole idea of this just hit me like a truck. I had no idea what to make of all of it because my whole life I was just so sure in Islam, in everything. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I just get these thoughts. And I come back home, I'm still having the same thoughts. They don't go away. And I felt like I was so evil for even thinking about it. So I blocked it off. I didn't think about it at all. I ignored it for as long as I could, years even, until a couple years later when I realized that I couldn't. And I realized that I might not even be a Muslim deep down anymore. And I didn't know what to call myself. And I thought I was forever doomed to become a lonely, depressed atheist at some point or another. But why is it such a big problem? And why did you click on this video? Well, you know deep down that your stance on all of this, whether or not you believe in Allah, believe in Islam, is going to dictate the rest of your life. Everything in your life is going to be dictated by it. And so you want the answer. You might even be in that stage of doubt that I'm talking about. You might be there. You might be in the absolute worst parts of it. But I'm going to change some things for you today because over the years, as I tried to become a better Muslim, and I couldn't. There were so many things that I tried and it just didn't work. And you're probably doing those things right now. But it was only in the past 2 years that my life actually changed and my Iman became more powerful than ever. I now have an indestructible belief in, first of all, in Allah's existence, and subsequently, as a result of that, in Islam. And I'm going to give you that today. All right. Firstly, and we have to get this out of the way you're going about your doubts is just wrong. There are probably two or three things that you're doing. The first thing is that you have definitely at some point tried, if not already, but you clicked on this video, so I hope not, but you have tried to ignore it and just hope that the doubts go away. So many people do this. I was a victim of doing this for so long. Probably everyone I know who has had doubts, probably everyone I know has had doubts and has done this. And it is so harmful. It is the biggest mistake you can do, keeping it all inside and hoping it goes away. It's not going away. I'm telling you right now, unless you seek help, and I'm glad you're watching this video because this is basically a form of seeking help. Unless you seek help, it is not going away. Number two, the thing you do, and you probably do this as well because I did this a lot, and I didn't even do it on purpose a lot of the time, and that was polluting my mind. Whether that's reading threads, whether that's looking at posts, whether that's watching videos, whether that's listening to podcasts or podcast clips, I would be polluting my mind with whatever these random, depressed, intellectual, pseudo intellectual Kafirs, atheists had to make, or like these Islamophobic people. And that just confused me even more. Keep in mind, I'm only like 14. At most, when I was at the peak of my doubts, like 16. And I was thinking of all of this, and all of this was being processed in my mind. And it might be what you're going through. And I know exactly what it feels like. You feel like when you get all this information thrown at you and you're still part of a Muslim household, you feel like this weird, disgusting imposter because deep down, those arguments, they had some sort of impact on you because you didn't know any better. You were just a kid. So if you're doing any of these things, here is the simple mindset shift that changed everything for me. And number one, what you need to understand is this is not an intellectual problem. I'm hoping that's a relief for you because that it was for me when I realized, because I was so stressed about the science of it all the time. But scientifically, does it make sense? But does God exist? The Big Bang, this, that. It was such a headache because it's not an intellectual problem in the first place. First of all, if you do look at the science, and I'm just going to throw it in there, God most definitely does exist. But again, it's not an intellectual problem that you're having these doubts. Here's what you need to do, and it's one simple actionable step because this is a very short video and it's probably the gateway to you fixing your Iman. That one simple thing you need to do is forget everything. Everything for 1 week. In this 1 week, all you're going to do every day either before sleeping or after waking up. You're going to do this one thing, and that is to raise your hands and make dua to not God, not Allah. I'm not sure at this stage what you want to call whoever you're making dua to, but definitely the creator of the universe. Okay? Raise your hands and say, "O creator of the universe, I know you're there. I know you exist. Just guide me to the truth. Just fix the doubt in my heart." Then for the next 24 hours after you make that dua or that call to the creator, just keep an open mind, an open heart to all the signs you're going to be seeing for the next day and the next 7 days. And they will definitely come. You will most definitely see the signs. Because what I need you to understand is this: the creator of the universe exists. He created the universe. He's the all powerful, and he knows you exist. He knows you're there. And so pretending like he's ignoring you or he doesn't exist, it's not going to help you. You need to be sincere in this dua that you're going to make. And that is the only thing, the only requirement you need for this dua, sincerity. And trust me, it will work. It worked for me. It worked for so many other people. That's the simple shift in your mindset that's going to save you from this life of just nihilism and depression and loneliness. That's all. You need Allah with you your entire life, so you may as well get started right now. I hope you found some value in this video, and inshallah, we'll see you in the next one.